It's good again. That was weird. Could have been just a bad server ingest or something. No idea.
Группа вильного вернулась. Класс! У кого его...
Мужик, ты оружие-то спрячь.
Run around a couple times. I think I really just focus on like trying to get some better recording shit. Just knuckle down and work for a bit. Just have a look on YouTube. I think I really just focus on like trying to get some better recording shit. Just knuckle down and work for a bit. Run around a couple times. I think I really just focus on like trying to get some better recording shit. Just knuckle down and work for a bit. Frames are jumping. Low for. Like the frames. What's the stutter? Frames are jumping. Low for. Wait, the frames. Those look way better. I don't fucking know.
Не балуй, оружие спрячь. Мужик, ты оружие-то спрячь.
What the fuck?
Смена магазина! Скотина! Приложил, гада!
Okie dokie. Oh wait. I disassembled the wrong ammo. Yeah.
Что-то починить требуется?
Oh. Wait, what?
Привет, брат.
It's gonna bail back to Corden. Rookie Village. Whoa, okay. God. I'm keen to just work and just get shit working properly. God damn it, man. The fucking army. The fucking army. The army. The army. Oh, they're always there. If they fucking...
Ну, привет.
I could commit my time to, like... I could commit a few years of my life to doing, like, service or some shit. But, like, there's so much shit happening in the world, I don't want to miss out on it. That's the thing. It's technology, everything, all this shit that's happening right now. If I join the military for 8 years, I'm gonna miss out on all of it. It's just one of those things that is just an option for me if I just don't want to be fucking living a civilian life. Just see what happens. I don't know. This year, rest of this year, get this fucking get a capture card going at least. Good one. Stream Tarkov. Just stream on YouTube, make videos. That's like the main thing, right? Make videos and YouTube. Wouldn't be too hard, I don't think. Keep it professional. I do. I don't know. Maybe not even, like... Do it professionally, but just be me, you know? Like that sort of shit. Should be easy enough. I just try and help people. Like, I'm a cunt. Don't get me wrong. I'll call you whatever the fuck I feel like if you deserve it. Like, I don't care. I don't try and like play like nice guy. If you're being a cunt, you're gonna get cunt out of me. It's just like the way it goes. I think like everyone needs to be like more aware of that when it comes to like being a troll. If you want to be a troll, or like if you want to like get someone's reaction, like you should be prepared for whatever reaction you're about to get. And stop relying on authorities to fucking help you when you just, you know, get yourself into trouble. You know, like if you're gonna be a little pestering people and they fucking turn around and smack you in the face, well, they just like fucking, you know, tell you off and shit. Worse yet, they fucking like try and sue you for harassment, you know, like, bro. I don't know. I don't know. What can you do? What can you do? People want to be like that. People want to be like that. I think it's just really up to the bodies that like we do our shit on, like put content out on, to really just understand that like if someone's being antagonized, like their reaction is just like a genuine reaction to the antagonization. Shouldn't really be able to get cancelled, or it shouldn't really affect your shit. But like at the same time, like if you're willingly like not even like getting antagonized, like if you know that that's what they're doing and like you're systematically breaking their shit down in front of other people and like calling them out for it, I think that should be a good thing. Some people just want to fucking cause shit get their own way, scum people and cheat. They don't want to fucking... They don't want to be genuine. You know, there's no trust in like community with like certain types of people because they just want to be like that. Ugh. They just got all these things that just protect them, quote unquote, from like shit. I don't know. It's also like part of like whether or not you want to be like that type of guy. Don't really care to. Just like if I'm playing a game like Dota and someone's like really just asking for it, I'm just gonna school them with some facts and knowledge. And hopefully everyone else understands that that's what's happening. It's up to like people in the game to like understand that like we're spitting some facts. And then like everyone's gonna learn, you know? But there's no fucking... It's just it, man. Like, if you're gonna play a game with someone and they're gonna be a toxic person and like try and drag you down and you're playing with them, why are you playing with them? The fuck? And then like, there'll be like a random guy in on team that's just trying to like tell this person like how to like play the game properly, or like at least not tell but like inform them, right? And the reaction that you get is negative. It's like, how's that supposed to work?
Ну, привет.
Like, we're engaging in this game. I don't get to choose who I'm playing with. I don't choose who I'm playing with. I have to put up with whoever I'm playing with. The fact is, I know what I'm talking about. Let me teach you. I'm not going to be on your ass every second, I don't care. It's just like tiny shit. The tiniest things. It's a slight like adjustment, you know? Or at least, and if you don't want to like make that adjustment, at least respect my decision making and like your lapse of judgment, you know? I'm playing with you and you're like being unsafe and not a very good player. I can't hang around and try and rely on you, you know? And what you do as a safe laner, like you go in jungle. The team's being aggressive and like for no reason, trying to fight over like objectives that aren't important, that, or worst case scenario, there is no objective and they're just like fighting. Then it's just like, it's just what it is, man. The fuck? I don't want that. Yeah, man. I don't... If I'm playing a position in a team that relies, and like my position is so impactful because that's the position I'm playing, and this is the strategies that pro players utilize to fucking, you know, deal with like poor performance from your team, etc. Or perhaps you're playing a hero that just isn't online yet because of timings, because this is how Dota works. Then like, why can't you just respect that and like stop being a spurg? We're playing ranked, we're trying to get MMR. Why can't you understand that this is what you need to do? Why don't they understand that? It's kind of toxic, wouldn't you say? Yeah, if you're playing a ranked game and your intention is solely to have fun, then you shouldn't really... You should understand why people are getting frustrated at you. And like, if that's your goal to like make people frustrated at you, then like, there it is right there. You've been exposed to your shit, and that's clearly your intention. Why is anyone playing with you? I don't know. You know? And that's like the whole purpose of like what I'm trying to do when I fucking stream and play Dota 2. Or I'm dealing with these people. I'm trying to expose the people that they're playing with to their idiotisms. And trying to like if... Because there's no... Like, why are you playing ranked? If you're not trying to win. You're not trying to like improve. And that's just it. What's for fun? Well, just go play normal games where people won't be annoyed that you're playing like a spud. And you can be as toxic and dumb as you want to be because no one cares. Then like, I'll play a normal game and I'm playing it like, I don't know, I'll play normals to try and grind these arcanas. You know, these arcanas are on heroes that require certain things. And that's just the way the game works. I'm not at fault for that, it's just how the game works, man. That's how this hero works, more importantly. Not the game. It's more importantly, this is how these heroes are played. You know? This is how this works. I can show you. Like, that's the thing, like, I don't mind coaching people. And they like turn around and be like, but you're just an Archon. It's like, well, I mean, like, sure, but you don't understand how this works. I might be just an Archon, but you don't understand we're playing in Australia. There's not a whole lot of good players here to really build MMR with.
Ну, привет.
And I'm not at fault for that. That's the thing. Like, I know I'm not at fault for that. And it's just like the funniest part. Because I'm not at fault. I'm merely subject to the bullshit that you guys try to like cause. And that's just the truth. All I want to do is fucking just play some fucking games properly. Especially if it's a competitive one, or a game that requires me to play it properly. Like, you know, Ironman and the Stalker. I don't get to fucking act like I can't. I don't get to fucking bullshit myself. I don't get to do that. I can't do that. Because that's not how it works. I'm just gonna get fucking destroyed. I'm gonna die to dumb shit. I'm gonna overextend and get shot. I'm gonna fucking be with no cover to line of sight a mutant on. I'm not gonna be ready. I'm just gonna get killed, like, and then it's over. I'm gonna start again. And maybe that's the different type of game we're talking about here. Maybe like I'm more serious about like the type of fun that I have because like I'm more capable. So that just elevates my means of fun. Mentally, like, And skill-wise, I'm more capable of doing better things. Just the way it goes in life, you know? The more capable you are, the more you want to do, right? You don't want to be... Like, I don't want to keep playing fucking Mario Kart when, like, I've got games that challenge me more. You're not dead? Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, this gun sucks, by the way. This combo sucks to start with. I can't deal with bandits. That pistol's so inaccurate. I'm dead. I'm dead. Yes, fucking, this is over. See what I mean? It's over. I can't do anything about that. I fucked up. Let me take the Toz and the Mackie, which I know is more reliable because of the things it gives me. I'm gonna run with that instead. I do have work in 2 hours and I won't mind playing a game of Dota, to be honest, so I might do that. And then I'm chilling the rest of the day, which is awesome. I just have this fucking job coming up. This work. Couple 3-hour shifts are pretty chill. Train me up. I'm working today. I didn't take my bin out. Oh, I don't need to. It's all good. I don't have a lot of rubbish. All my rubbish is literally recycle. Literally all my rubbish is recycle. And I have like fuck all green waste because I consume all the shit I eat. I have a shift today, and then I have a shift Thursday, Friday, and then next Tuesday. Cool. Not that hard to get a job if you go where people are looking for you and you're confident. The thing is just like, it's just not that, it's not that hard to get a job when people need you. It just comes down to like things that happen within that job. I don't know. Last job I had that was like fucking paperwork was, or I guess before Hungry Jack's, which was working at a factory, cutting metal. But like I was running. Like I'm always trying to be fit. Then I get injuries and shit, and I just don't want to be like fucking on that injury the whole time. Just want to recover it. Like, if you guys need workers, why can't I just like fucking fix my shit? That's the thing that confuses the shit out of me. Like, if someone who's willing to work, you guys need workers. This guy has a life. That's right, I'm fucking got that going on. You guys need workers? I also have a life and shit I'm trying to like fix. Where's this nice little grey area where like I can just come and work when I'm good? I don't know. I don't fucking know. People just hold themselves this fucking regime of like this. I don't know. People just hold themselves to a fucking 40-hour work week. Just like, there's not even like fucking, there's not even that specifically. They just hold themselves to like working for like money, even though it's like damaging themselves and they have more than what they need. You know? Like, that's what I've noticed a lot. People have like a bad leg or a bad something and then like forced to work like fucking 40-hour work week because like the only jobs, because they're only hiring people for full time. I don't fucking know. It's just like, to me at least, it just like makes sense. I don't know, like if I was the head of a company and I just hired someone new and I need them, they're not calling in sick because I'm not sick, but like say they're like doing training and they've acquired injury, or they just like hurt themselves, then I'm not gonna like sit there and force them because I need them to work. I'm gonna try and work out a fucking avenue to try and like, you know, keep them employed and fucking do shit. Right? Like if I've just employed someone and they're like, alright, we're gonna be doing this, and then like, you know, they're doing fine, they're good workers. And then like some point they have like an injury and they just want to be off their feet because they don't need the money, but I need them. They don't need the money, but I need them to help this business. Then I'm gonna work with them and try and fucking figure something out. If they can't set their own fucking standards and then acquire and meet those standards after that point, then I know that they're just bullshitting, right? Or especially if they don't have any like medical backup for like their claims, you know? And then what have I lost? Nothing really. I've just paid them for the hours that they've worked. Like, you might have to do like insurance or some shit, I don't fucking know. Like, yes, you gotta insure your workers. But like, you know, that's why you just don't hire someone full time, I guess, off the bat. You fucking trial them, I guess. Like, you pay them for the trial, I suppose. Like, you pay them, that's why there's casual workers, right? Because they're casual. They're not like actually with the company. So you hire them as casuals. You don't have to like insure them. And then fucking, you know, once like that period's over, or just like you're like confident in them, especially if it's like a face-to-face relation and not like just such a large company built up, then like it's safe to say that they're just like actually fucking like they need some time to fix their shit. And like, fuck, I don't know. Like, if I ran a company, I'd probably just have a bunch of part-time workers. Like, I'm not going to force everyone to work full-time. If there's that many people who want to work, but, like, they don't want to be working full-time, then I'm not going to make them work full time. And I'm just going to hire more people and have more part-timers. What the fuck's the problem with that? I don't actually know. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, personally. Unless, like, there's, like, some financial, like, some governing body that, like, makes it so that you have to treat your workers differently based on, like, their positions. But, like, I should be able to determine that myself. Surely. You know? It's not rocket science, I don't think. It's just like a level of human understanding, and that's just like where the world's going at this point. A lot of things are going to be very automated.
Быть наготове.
And like, oh wow, that's dead. I didn't even do that. Yeah, I don't know. Like that's just how I think. That's how that makes sense to me. Because it does make sense. Like I might start like a pro scene. To be honest, that's what I'm thinking. I might start my own pro scene. Or just like start having like trying to find players that I want to actually like play well and like have like a proper like it would be completely free, right? So like I'm thinking starting a scene or just starting just a thing where people can come and like play, like just like, you know, come and learn rather, and like build off of like their experiences and like have like an actual like coaching like environment, or just somewhere where they can find tips and tricks about like what they're trying to play, right? And it's going to be like aimed at like competitive gameplay. And obviously I'm going to be doing it, like I can like shout my idea as much as I want, but no one's going to pull it off like me. And there's a lot of dogs. I want to kill them. But yeah, bro, you know? Actually be honest and not tie myself to money. And give like these players good avenues to actually progress and become better players. Like in my mind, that makes so much sense.
Пиздец, меняю магазин. Меняю магазин.
And I'm not going to be, and it's not going to be something that's going to be a safe space either. Like, if you want to get treated differently because of your fucking sexuality or whatever the fuck, like, I don't care. Like, the respect that is going to be in this community is purely going to be based on, like, how good of a player you are. I don't care what's fucking between your legs. I don't care what you think. I don't care about your opinions. Other than, like, what's good for the environment that we're, like, trying to engage in, right? So if it's got nothing to do with, like, the game, then I don't care, to be honest. I actually don't. And then hopefully I can start putting together teams or some shit. And like trying to like give these fucking cunts good opportunities and like good reasons to like be confident about themselves. And like understand like it's just like it's like pure, like it's mainly like just up to them, like the power's to them. That's why this is going to be like a free thing for the most part. And like support would be cool, but like, you know, it's going to be completely freelance. It's just gonna be like, yeah, it's just gonna be an opportunity for people to actually take themselves serious in like competitive games to whatever level they want to go to. And like, you know, the people who want to strive to be great, they fucking have all the power in the world to do it. I'm not going to need private servers, I'm not going to need private anything, because it's all going to be on like hosted servers by like the games that are fucking, by whatever fucking servers up. Like I'm not going to fucking try and privatize this shit so I can like exclude people. No, I don't care. As long as you're actually here to like play and like actually go into like play and you're being serious, you're not trolling, and no one's complaining about you as if you are, and even if they are, like, I'm going to handle the debate. It's not going to be like, oh, you're banned. No, it's going to be like, we're going to have a personal conversation and like give us your points. You're going to have your, you know, structured conversation, your points, your argument, and like your defense. So will they. And like, if there's no mutual conclusion and like, it really just looks like it's just a fucking massive troll, then that's just what it is. Oh my god, I got sniped by that pig.
Меняю магазин!
That thing came out of fucking nowhere.
Меняю магазин!
We're still not done. Holy shit. And then I'll probably like expand like that idea to like broader, you know, applications. Music, sports, fitness. Like that is honestly a pretty good idea now. And I don't care whether or not people want to take me serious. I don't care. Like, it's up to them. It's free. No one pays for any of it. It's entirely freelance. If it's just going to be an avenue where people can actually come together and take themselves serious and like actually try and learn. And I will be like a coach. I'll be like an overseer, you know? That's literally it. I get nothing out of it besides seeing people improve and understanding how to work together as a team and how to play with each other. That's what I get out of it. What I get out of it is a better community. That's what I get out of it. I get people who are actually, you know, aware of what's happening, you know? And I get to give people an opportunity to meet other people who are like-minded and want to do this type of stuff. I think that would be a fucking sick idea. I don't know of anything that does that. I don't really care either. They can do it however they want to do it. But it really comes down to the personal level of commitment that I'm going to have in comparison. It's going to be my charm. It's going to be my face on top of this shit. And it's me. You can't be me. No one can steal this from me because it's not something that's able to be stolen. It's just a fucking... yeah. I reckon that's what I'll do. I reckon that's what I'll do. Try and help change society in terms of like the internet. Try and give people a level of understanding of each other that is like purely based around like the environment they're in. So like if you take Dota 2 for example, there's different positions in that game, right? There's different heroes rather that garner those positions. If we're going to talk role queue, that's role queue. But you know, when you're playing and there's no role queue, it really just comes down to your understanding of the heroes in the game and what you need to do to achieve that. There's different lanes in the game which give you better avenues of doing stuff, and that's how that works. There's no roles in Dota 2, that's the thing. There's no hard roles. It's all just in the air. It's all just based around composition and like what the team requires. And in a 5v5 setting with 3 lanes, typically ends up 2-1-2. Sometimes it's 1-1-3. Sometimes it's 3-1-1. Like if we're talking Radiant side, you know. It just comes down to the player's judgment of like the game. Consider it like a gym for the mental, you know, the mental game thinking. I can teach you how to actually put your thought to proper strategy and to understand what's happening, you know. Not a lot of people do. And I think a lot of people are actually looking for someone, looking for a way to like learn, because they're sick of these like toxic people treating them like shit and acting like they're better. When like reality is, there's nothing really like that says that they're better other than like the kill deaths in the game or whatever, like whether they're winning or losing. But like a lot of those things come down to the environment, right? You're on a team and you have people who are supposed to be helping that team. If everyone is playing ideally and, you know, got the right idea, ideally, then the only thing that can really go wrong is pick/bans, or trying to understand what happened after the game, you know. Maybe it's a big stretch, but I think there's a lot of kids in this country that want to get into games. I don't think Fortnite and Call of Duty are like very good games for kids, other than like quick and easy fun, quick dopamine, that sort of shit. Because that's what, like, you know, that's what really grabs people, right? That dopamine response. That quick, like, fuck yeah, I just got like 3 kills. Oh shit, yeah, I got a kill streak or some shit, you know? But then they play Dota and they don't understand this is a strategy game. There's a clock, then the game revolves around that clock. Like you can, and it's not about the KDA. It's not. KDA is merely a reflection of what's happening in the game. Just because you have a poor KDA doesn't mean you're playing poorly. It's just a reflection of perhaps pick/bans and how your team's helped you. Let's take like my case for example. Playing safe lane with terrible supports. I can't do anything about that. I'm merely subject to like how they're playing the lane. I can play as perfect as I fucking possibly can. But at the end of the day, I've got 2 other people trying to kill me. Well, this one guy is fucking making it harder for me, you know? You know what I mean? This one guy is making it so much harder than what it needs to be. And instead of listening to my advice and trying to learn, they just like say, nah, you're toxic, and just like do their own thing. And that is toxic. That's toxic, mate. And that isn't going to help you as a person. If you want to fucking like, if you want to be like me and be able to just walk into a place and just like constantly try and like just get a job, or just like actually have confidence and like push things, you know, go places, be someone, this is how I do it. I don't bullshit myself. I don't bullshit anyone else. I do what I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to do it. And that's that. That's all there is to it. I'm not a fucking cheater. I'm not like... I'm not fucking... some... crazy fucking god. None of these things. I'm just a dude who's got plenty of experience and understands how these things work. And I use that to my advantage. Just like these Korean players who are fucking so talented, I guess. Like you look at them playing League of Legends, and like you realize, oh, these guys have like some insane micro game, right? They're clicking the way that they do these things, their reflexes are insane. And then like that's where this whole like stigma of like, oh, you need to be young, like only young people can play games. Or you need to be fast, you need to be this, you need to be that. It's just like, no, your reaction times, you can develop them. Everyone's got a baseline. Sure, but like that's not how that works. When you play games that actually have hard set mechanics and not just arbitrary bullshit. Like you can be fucking like Seb in your 30s playing professionally and able to keep up with like the kids because you just understand how the fucking game works. Right? Because it's a fucking strategy game. You can have like some crazy reflexes, but these reflexes are primarily timings. It's just like knowing a timing. Like if you want a man to dodge a stun, yeah, you have to react to it, but there's a certain timing in which you react. If a Magnus blinks on you and you see him cast up here and you just press Manta, because you just saw him start casting it, he could cancel the cast and then you just manted. Right? There's a timing to it. It's not just about the reaction. It's all about timing. It's all about timing. If you're trying to manta dodge anything in this game, it's all about timing. Because these spells have cast times. It's not League of Legends where you press a button, boom, it's out. It's like, no, there's a cast time. If your hero's not facing the direction, he has to turn around and then cast it after the fact, you know? And it's fast, but like it adds up, you know? And that, my friends, is why Dota is cool. It's a sick game, because it has longevity. You can play that game your whole life and just be awesome at it, as long as you know what you're doing. That's all there is to it, man. That's all there is to it. Practice and understanding what is actually happening. The moment I was like, fuck this, I just started learning some pro strategies and like how to play, I just started getting some crazy MMR. Because there's ways to impact the game that some people just don't understand. You could be a very talented player, like you could be skillful, like you could have quick reflexes and just like get away with some lucky shit. But if you haven't got the right direction or the right game plan, then it's just going to fall apart. If you don't know how to read the map and understand the position that your team's in and like, you know, this and that, then it's just going to fall apart. Like, one of the things with me personally and like interacting with like this community is because like I'll just call someone a faggot because they sound like a feminine man and they're bitching the whole time. And then like there's just been this stigma of like homophobia and then I'm an asshole because like someone's being a prick and I just called them a word. But because that word is so negative that it trumps what they were going on about in the first place, right? Which is why I think it's bullshit, like this whole fucking, you know, left-wing shit. And I'm not even going to go there right now. That's why I think all that shit's bullshit. You're telling me you could be the most fucking outrageous cunt in the world, but the moment I call you a faggot, everyone is immediately on your side. What the fuck? I'm not homophobic, I don't give a fuck. I'm not, I mean I am, to an extent. But I don't give a fuck. Face to face respect. Baseline. Mutual greetings. Whatever. If I'm like going to be on a till, I'm going to serve a guy, I'm just going to serve him, I don't care. I'm playing with someone, I'm going to play with them, I don't care. But what I also don't care about is your feelings. And if you're gonna try and like play bullshit with me, then I'm just, like I said, I don't care about your feelings. I'll call you whatever I want, I'll be however I, like whatever the fuck you're, like if you're gonna piss me off, then fuck it, I'm gonna let it loose. But you know, I don't do that IRL. Oh shit. Because there's things such as hands and like physical repercussions, and, like jobs at stake. I guess. It's like that same, it just goes both ways, you know? It's like sexual harassment, you know? Girls don't like, you know, old dudes coming in and like perving on them and like treating them like weird. I don't like old dudes coming in trying to be perverted and treat me weird. I don't like dudes in general doing that, to be honest. But it's the same thing, right? It's the exact same thing. I can't really give a fuck if it's like if a girl's into me. Like that's cool. I don't care how old she is, as long as she's not like some crackhead fucking weird cunt. And like actually like trying to like fucking flirt with me all the time. And sexually harassing me. Then like I don't like really care. Pretty easy, man. It's pretty easy, man. To just not be full of yourself and understand that other people have shit they're trying to do. It's not that hard. But like if you want to be that person who wants the attention, then like that's just what it is. You want the attention and like that's henceforth noted, right? It's all just an attention game.
Так, что интересует?
Anyway, that's just that, man. Honestly, that's just that, really. I like how cheap yodeling is, but I don't like how it doesn't fully fix my arms and legs. Ibuprofen does. I feel like that's why I should just keep some of this shit on me. The amount of times I need to fix my arms and legs and not like my head, thorax, and everything else. It's kind of large. I reckon this is alright of an investment. I'll buy this shit. It's not too bad. Pretty good. I do need to get like some gun and cleaning parts though. I just can't believe everyone actually really thought they were wasting my life or like trolling me this whole time. When like I knew this would eventually lapse over. Everyone's starting to realize that this whole left wing fucking bullshit is just a whole bunch of bullshit. It's just a garner for fucking attention. And so they can get what they want. What they want is bullshit. And whoever the fuck's teaching these people to be like this is actually the real person at fault. I can't blame people for believing the things that they're taught. Because, especially if it's an environment where they're paying for the education, they're probably pretty likely to believe it. You know? And I cannot fault anyone for that. I seriously cannot. What I can fault them for is their ignorance and lack of understanding about that fact. It's hard to accept that like you've been brainwashed into this ideal. Psychedelics are usually pretty good to help break that barrier, but you know, I'm not condoning drugs. I'm not gonna sit here and like preach, because there's definitely better like there's actually not. Psychedelics are a pretty good way to help you like expand your mind. Fuck it, they're a pretty good way to expand your mind and understanding of like reality in the world we live in. They are. But I mean, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna stand here and act like I'm fucking teaching people to fucking do psychedelics. But there's resources out there that you need to listen to, and you should definitely take it serious, your psychedelic experience. Don't be one of those guys like, oh, look at me, I'm candy flipping, I'm having fun. Don't be one of those guys. Take it serious. Use the opportunity to actually learn some stuff. About yourself. And not even like, it's not even an active thing, it's just an experience. That like, you know, it's an experience. You have to like experience it to understand. But like, if you go into it with like this open mind, if you go into a psychedelic experience with an open mind, and the intention to just enjoy the experience, and you're not going to sit there and try and trip yourself out, or like be with people who are going to try and trip you out and fuck with you, and like you just do your own thing, you just like, you know, just enjoy the experience. You'll have these mental thoughts, you'll start seeing the world differently, and you'll start questioning yourself in certain ways, which is good. It's good to question yourself and find answers. That's the whole point of discovering yourself, you know? And that is what breaks that barrier, man. That mental barrier, that fucking brainwashed fucking nonsense that people have been trying to teach you. It doesn't matter, like, when someone says brainwash you, everyone immediately thinks, ooh, brainwashing, ooh, it's like some fucking dude. It's like, no, I mean, literally, like, your parents essentially brainwash you to think the way you think, in a way, like brainwash. They just teach you. It's a mindset. It's like oh look, this is the way I've lived my life. This is the way like I look at it.
Я и друганы мои прорвем.
And if you have a more broader experience and like have some things that help you actually look at your mind and the way you think differently, then that is a direct avenue to self-freedom. To understanding that like the world we live in is very biologically tied to, you know, the universe. Like there's a lot of things that are actually in this world that are very explainable, and there's science that does it. You know, there's things that explain these things, and like it's like science is science because it's something that is repeatable and predictable. It's predictable. You know, if you can repeat a study over and over again with the same results, and you change a given variable, and then it changes, I guess. But like if you do the same result, and it's the same result, and you do the same test over and over again, it's the same result. It's pretty factually based, and if you can like, you know, base these like ideas off of like other, you know, calculations and like from your previous studies, then like, you know, and then that's also successful, and that builds good ground to develop your fucking shit, right? Like real shit, not like fairy tale shit. Oh, I want to be a man. Oh, I want to be a woman. It's just like, what the fuck? No, you don't. You think you do, but like that's not possible. It's not possible, man. You can have as much hormonal replacement as you want, but like, it's like what that one video said that I watched earlier. You're like playing blackface, but like as a woman, you're playing woman face. Like, is that not true? If like people have a problem with Tropic Thunder and Robert Downey Jr. playing blackface, I think that's like a good example as to why everyone has a problem with these people playing woman face or man face. And I bet you I just pissed off a lot of people. Like if that was heard, that would have pissed off so many of these wokest people. Because they think they're so woke. Can you imagine being like so woke in the sense that like you're aware, right? How are you so ignorant, bro? You can't even look at the comparisons that like you're drawing, bro.
Ну, привет.
Okay, my arm's fucked up, but it's not the end of the world. I'm like sitting here like stressing that I'm not gonna get fucked up. Oh, in northeast of the machine. Okay, that's cool. I'm just gonna go kill these bandits though, that's the thing. I want good aim to kill bandits because I need to land headshots. Mutants aren't too bad. Let's just grab a fucking... How much do these hemostats cost? Wow. Dude. It's alright though, crafting is like king. Crafting is king. Crafting is king, my good sir. Yes. Let's go to the swamp. But you know what I mean? I fucking knew it when I was 16 years old and these people were like trying to fucking make me out like I'm a fucking bad guy. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it that these people are fucking deluded on their own bullshit. And that one day it would blow over. One day it would all blow over. I fucking knew it. And that day is happening. It's happening. It's fucking happening, man. People are starting to catch on to this bullshit, man. It's fucking good to see. It makes me feel more comfortable to sit here and talk and just try and actually do things, try and help other people, because I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm just a very serious good one. Serious in the sense that, like, if we're gonna talk facts, we're talking facts, bro. Very serious in the things that I like to take part in. One of the things I like to take part in involve other people. And your head's gone. That's why I like the TOS. It's got like a little bit more accuracy. Makes headshots more headshotty. I like headshots. Can't believe those officers got shot in the face by a bird pellet. Dude, that's insane. I love that. I love how these guys are actually like fucking... They actually started trying to sue the guy as well. Not only did like he do everything he did, but like after the fact, they're also trying to sue him. Like fucking good on him, man. This fucking drunk guy wants to try and like have a gunfight for fun. And start blurring all this nonsense, bro. We're just got a Mackie silencer, no way. And then like when everything is all said and done, he's just like, oh, you got like, so he got like, I think it was like $1 million or $2 million worth of like bail. Like his bond was like $1 million or some shit. Dude, that shit is like, that's a lot of money. And they were trying to sue him as well, bro. Which is good. Those officers fucking didn't deserve that, bro. I'm just more, like, they need more training though, deadass. I can't believe that guy nailed 2 headshots on people with a shotgun. More training. Holy shit, like, alright, if you're like dealing with someone and they're like talking about trying to shoot you, like you need to like understand that you need to understand where they are, and you need to understand that you need to understand where you are. And there's a line of sight between you and them, and like if you're on that line, that's dangerous. And those guys did a good job dealing with the situation, etc., and eventually surrendered. But like, they both could have avoided birdshot to the face. I'll be honest. I reckon they could have avoided that. So that's another thing too, like there's so many avenues of life that I'm actually interested in. I could become a police officer one day. Like I more particularly want to go like SWAT or some shit, not exactly a police officer. One of the things is like I could be ADHD, and that means I do need shit to like help me at the end of the day. deal with like stress, anxiety, like unless this is why I'm not like. So I'm waiting until I have a relationship with a girl, and have like an active sex life, like with that woman, because like I just can't help but feel like I wouldn't be stressed out, because like that's a pretty good stress reliever. So like I really don't want to go like jumping down this avenue of like trying to figure out why I'm so stressed out. Obviously, like, I have, like, an addiction to nicotine, right? So that's one factor. I also have a plethora of retarded children trying to antagonize me. That's another thing. And I'm also, like, I don't think I am ADHD. I'm really not at all. But I could be, like, ADD. But, like, attention deficit disorder is what this is. An attention deficit. I definitely do not have a deficit in my attention. Personally, I don't think that is... Like, if we're talking, like, language and, like, words... Like, that's what these mean. Where are my ciggies? Oh, I only have one. Son of a bitch. Oh, I'll just drink the Ukrainian beer. I want to keep my other shit though for crafting. God damn it. Like, my attention is very well tired. And there's another thing too that I've read up about ADHD. Is that people with ADHD find it hard to focus on things unless they feel like it's rewarding. I can't help but feel like that's like one of the most fundamental drives in life is the reward factor. And like I honestly couldn't blame people for not feeling motivated because they don't see a very good sense of reward. And if you want to call people ADHD because they can't pay attention to like shit that doesn't seem very rewarding, I couldn't blame them, man. They're not ADHD. See, like, that's where they start trying to force some drugs. Or, like, that sort of shit. Alright, now my left arm is fucked. Now it might actually be a good idea to have some ibuprofen. You see, like, how this all works, though? If you can convince people that their attention is very dysfunctional, and, like, trying to convince them that, like, it's because of, like, a condition, not because of, like, what they're doing, and then you convince them to have these drugs so that they can, like, feel more dumbed down, more brain dead, more robotic, less human, so they can like accomplish these really not very rewarding tasks just to acquire money, then like what you have there is a slave to the working, to the you have a slave. You essentially have a slave that's just done button press dun. And like, fuck me, do I spit some sense, and do I spit some facts? Actually, I've got some decent health. I might go get this other anomaly. Sounds good. Where'd that come from? Oh, that's the... Yeah. Because ultimately, what is, you know, like the basis of interaction with people is conversation, and you typically speak with language, right? There's body language, but I don't understand entirely what you are thinking. That's why we have language. That's why, you know, we've evolved to have language, so we know what we're thinking. And trying to, like, communicate that. There's words for that. Sure, there's wordplay in, like, rap and shit. But, like, if you really, like, want to have a conversation with someone and try to, like, understand what they're trying to say, the best thing you can do is just sit there and just let them talk, and just take what they're saying in, and not get attached to any of the shit that they're saying until they're done. Like, you don't want to say if, like, they open up, like, with, like, a good conversation, like, I don't know, like, they open up, they want to talk about a topic, let's say cars, for example, and they're talking about rev matching engines with, like, the transmission, right? They're talking about rev matching, right? And they open up by talking about how if you, like, want to try and, but it's more of a question, right? Like, they're more, like, questioning to try and understand, like, how to do this, right? You're not gonna just take in the first few things that they say, like, oh, so, like, when I rev my car and then, like, I release my clutch, like, this and that. I don't know how to think of an example here, but, like, you don't want to latch onto the first thing they say and then just try and base the conversation around that. You want to really let them finish what they're trying to say, so you understand what they were trying to say, and then you want to, like, recollect, and you want to, like, try to understand what they just said, and then you want to formulate your own opinion based around, you know, facts. You want to form your opinion based around facts to try and help them in this situation, you know? Because that's what opinions are. Like, opinions are opinions at the end of the day, right? Opinion is an opinion. But, like, in my opinion, you're lacking this understanding of this fact. It's kind of like that. And, like, I can show you and I can prove you why using, like, the method of science. Science being a repeated study in controlled environments over and over again, producing the same outcome, henceforth given it a determined value and fact, right? God, I fucking love Mr. Ellis. That dude was a fucking G. I didn't even, like, go to school, and, like, that motherfucker taught me, like, so much shit without me even, like, realizing it. And I think, like, one of the things in education as well is, like, you don't, like, you can't try and teach people stuff without trying to teach them the basics of the industry, right? Or the basics of a fundamental. Like, so if, like, you were trying to teach science to someone, you can try and teach them about, like, fucking photosynthesis, like, fucking, you know, thermodynamics, this and that. But if you overlook the what makes science a science, then they will never understand that, you know? And it will actually skew, like, their understanding of, like, that field, because this is science and this is how they garner this evidence and base it off of, like, you know, reliable theory. Well, they, like, they have theory, they test it, and that theory becomes, like, fact, right? But that theory is based off of, like, you know, this is just an idea, right? Theory's theory until it's put in practice. So my theory growing up is that, like, these people are actually, like, really lost, and they don't understand. They haven't battled hardships. And they're used to having these things silver fed to them, silver spoon fed, you know. So they like really complain and they get offended when like you don't agree with their opinion. They don't. Oh my god, no fucking way. What the fuck is that?
Да сдохни ты там уже, пидор!
Mortal. A fracture. That's what that thing is. See, like, yeah, there's like things, I don't know, that I feel like schooling should be really based around teaching people the fundamentals of these fields of study, right? Agriculture, science, fitness, and finance. Agriculture, fitness, finance, and science. History is good to understand because, you know, so history isn't repeated. So history doesn't repeat itself, right? That's why it's important to teach history. So history does not repeat itself. God, I forget. Oh, these fucking rats. Ball back, bitch. I think that's what's like. That's what like primary school shouldn't really be about. That primary school should be really trying to build like trying to get them interested, right? Kindergarten should just be like literally kindergarten. Like not kindergarten, sorry, preschool should be literally preschool. It's like literally preschooling. That is just, it's just like a place to send your kid while they're a toddler, you know, because you have to go to work. Like that's what preschool is, right? Like you go to work, your kid isn't capable of looking after themselves. They need to be in a place. Preschool. Then you get primary school, right? Primary school is like the start of them being introduced to the world, right? And like what it has to offer. That's where you start trying to, you know, show them art. You start trying to show them the like just small simple things in these different areas, you know. You could definitely start teaching kids science and mathematics and like these things. And like until they're mature enough around high schoolish where they can start to garner like the fundamental ideas of a field, that's where you should start trying to teach that, right? Teach philosophy and like ideas like that. They need to they should understand these things, because that is what they will be able to develop more off of later on in their life, you know. Because if they don't have like this backbone of like the understanding how these fields work and where they structure themselves from, then like they won't be able to incorporate their ideas in like properly. And like obviously like if they're interested in a certain field, let them go do that. Let them go down there. Let them teach them that shit, you know. Fuck yeah. But I don't think schooling should be fucking like mandatory, like to the extent that it's gonna put people and families in jeopardy because their child isn't enjoying school. If their child isn't enjoying school, you can try and look at why, this and that. Maybe like it's one of those kids that is just naturally smart, that doesn't like being around other kids, likes doing his own thing. Maybe he's too aggressive, this and that. You don't want to feed him drugs to like tone down that aggression. No, you want to pull him back and start like trying to teach him, you know, respect. You know, these like fucking respect, trust, honesty, modesty. You want to teach them about greed, gluttony, and all these like things that make you what they are. You know, well, they make you, I guess, I don't know. You want to pull them back and start like trying to give them an avenue to understand other people. And if they're aggressive, let them take their aggression out. Put them in a gym, man. If they're a young kid and they're aggressive, put them in a gym, dude. Maybe you got a fighter here, you know? Or what, your kid's like 8 or 9 years old. They don't need to be in a fight gym. Bro, put that kid on a bag, let him go to town and tire himself out. You're done. He's tired. You just literally, that's you for the day. You know? Personally, I don't think you need to be in school at all. I think if you're surrounded by the right people, you're going to learn stuff through life. And with the free library you have available on your everyday device, such as your phone, you have a library to educate yourself. And it really just comes down to the parents and how invested they are in their children. Personally, that is what I think it really comes down to. I don't think a lot of parents are invested in their children these days. I can't help but feel like a lot of kids are born accidentally these days. And that is just what it is, right? I'm not judging that. If that is a circumstance that has happened, then that's a circumstance that's happened. But it's up to you to understand that that is your circumstance. You've, like, you know.
Я со своей пушкой никогда не расстанусь. Днем в руках держу. Сплю, она у меня под боком. Я с ней, говорю даже. Ну и пускай думают, что псих. Она мне может 1000 раз жизнь спасла. Чего нашему начальству все не имется в последнюю сдачу?
You know? There's nothing really too much to say outside of that, I don't think.
Здрав буди! Как насчет выпить закусить?
Because it's not, like, that's just like, it's one of those things where, like, I'm a good living example, man. I am that example. I'm a smart, attractive, healthy young man. And I made me, bro. I made me. No one made me. I didn't have a fucking father there the whole time. Never went to school. I made me, man. If you want people to be more like me, then this is what made me me. What made me me is my freedom to learn whatever the fuck I wanted to learn. My ability to take my focus and my drive, my competitive drive, to just learn and trying to be better than like my adversary. It's okay to be a rival to society and to other men. It's a good thing to be competitive. It creates motivation to push higher, man. It's a good thing. Hey man, if we're all just like so comfortable just living our lives the way it is, then when this fucking meteor eventually comes flying into our fucking earth and wipes out a civilization, everything we fucking worked for, all the pain and struggle of our ancestors, then like, who's to blame? Because we couldn't protect ourselves. I mean, that's an inevitable fact, man. I'm sorry, but like, the planet literally does pass through an asteroid belt every fucking year. Once a year. And I think that is personally, like, not me personally, but globally, I think that's like the biggest threat to mankind. Other than ourselves. Ow. And that's where, like, someone who's really hell-bent on just trying to make me look like a bad guy, or, like, hell-bent on just trying to be, like, make themselves look like a good guy, when, like, there is no, like, good or bad in, like, this regard. They'll turn around and be like, oh, you mean, like, people like you? Like, people like you are bad for, like, humanity because, like, you think this about certain people. And it's like, well, yeah, I do, because, like, they're not actually, like, you know, they haven't earned my respect or trust, you know? Is it so negative for me to fucking... Am I actually like bad for humanity? And like someone like me? Really? Someone who understands like nutrition, diet, fitness, agriculture, science. Am I? Really? Not this person who's not participating in any fields that are beneficial to mankind. Instead, just purely personal endeavors to try and get what you like. These people want. Sorry, these people. I shouldn't say you. If I say you, then it's like too personal. I think like it's more or less the left wing here, like what the left wing want, like the extremists. See, I'm all like there is left and right, man and woman, left and right, man and woman. That is where those two parties come from, man. In politics, I swear to fucking God. Men look at the world differently than women do, hence left and right. You need both. That's like what the ultimate aim of a conservative to understand. Or just what people need to understand in general. You need to have left and right ideas. But you cannot ever assume that you are more right than another purely because of your beliefs. Because what you have is religious wars. Religious wars. Wars fought purely based on belief. Oh my God, you would dodge that last second. Fuck you and your pathing, motherfucker, I swear to God. Oh my God, the screen shake. Jesus Christ. Yeah. That's why history is good, so you can identify when another religious war is about to take place. It's not really religion, it's more of like a fucking, it's just a belief, like, and that's what religion is, I guess, but like, you know, a cult, I guess. I don't fucking know. I don't know what to call this stuff. It's just fucking stupid. It's just something to cry about, to make yourself feel important. That's what it is, man. Because if you really wanted to make an impact, you would actually be doing things that make an impact. Not fucking harassing people, man. Not trying to fucking contort conversation to... Or just like trying to just act like you're better than everyone, man. Act like. Act. There's a difference in actually being better than everyone and acting like you're better than everyone. I'm not saying I am better than everyone, but I've got a pretty high baseline in comparison to the fucking lot, yeah? Is that another And it gives me a pretty good advantage when it comes to like a situation where I have to prove I'm better than you. If there's a situation where I have to prove I'm better than you, I'm probably gonna fucking succeed, bro. Especially it's an avenue of something that I actually pursue. And the shift is gonna be fucking... It's just gonna be a shift, really. I'm just gonna be learning stuff. I really don't want to be doing the day shifts, to be quite honest. I want to be doing the night shifts. I really don't want to be doing the day shifts. Like, I'm actually antisocial in the way that, like, dealing with people drains me a lot, but it's like a merit of how much I'm interacting with a particular individual, like the same individual rather. I think it's a little bit mentally draining, but like I don't like just standing there doing like the same thing all the time, you know. Like by the sounds of it, the night shift jobs at this service station, like there's jobs to do, you know, there's things that you need to do, and like it's a buddy system, so one person is on the till, the other person's running the jobs. I would be perfectly fine with being the guy doing all the jobs. Cause I'm ADHD, I'm so fucking outgoing, haha. You know? I just like to be busy, man. I just like to be doing stuff. Make sure it gets done. I like being that guy. Hence why I play the positions in these team games that require me to be that guy. And typically I just be that guy based on how everyone else, on what the type of guy everyone else doesn't want to be. So when I'm playing ranked Dota 2, and I'm playing it properly for MMR, I usually play mid lane, because I can pick just about any hero in the game and adapt it to like what my team is lacking. That's what makes me a good Dota 2 player. I don't try and play the same position over and over again. Well, I mean, I don't try and play a particular way. Like I'm very adaptive, you know? I'll adapt my place, like the play style. Not even, I can't say why. Look out. And that's what makes me a better Dota player than just about everyone else here in this region. because I actually play every hero in the game. Just about. I play every role in the game and understand the game entirely, inside and out. Support, offlane, center, safe lane. I understand what the team needs to acquire. I understand the timings for every hero. And that's like that, man. I might not be able to like reflect it or like point it out in the moment, but like if I'm just playing a game and I'm just quiet playing a game, and like I'll like you'll see my skill. But like it's not about that. It's not about me trying to get MMR personally at this point, because I've realized it's beyond that. It's beyond that. It's more about trying to make everyone else better at Dota, man. And that's like one of the things that BSJ's been trying to achieve, right? Banana Slam Jam. So that he realized that like he's good at Dota, but like he wants his team to understand how professional Dota is played at a high level so he can have better games, right? So what did he do? He started coaching. And like he does have like experience and he does have the MMR to back it up, because he is in an environment where that is something to gain. And there's plentiful of. Fucking wow, dude. They're awkward.
Пизда, ты понял, блядь? Пизда, ты понял, блядь? Твою мать! Эй, уёбок! Ну как там тебе? Течёт?
Nice. Fucking hell, dude. I can't believe I didn't reload that. Click. The most fucking horrifying thing you could ever hear when you're about to shoot someone in the head. In game. Click. Fuck, man. Some ballistic resistance, goddamn. Oh wow, that's a lot of ammo, holy shit. Oh, it's got good PVC. Like the thing I noticed about everyone that I like engage with when it comes to like these conversations is their willingness to have a proper conversation. The more people realize that they actually aren't right, the more they tend to like try and suppress the person who's proven them wrong. Or just simply disregard the conversation altogether. I did not want to play this, by the way. Whoops. Please cancel this. No, don't start another riff. Please. Just stop playing the fucking guitar. Just get wooden parts. Oh, I'll carry it.
Так, собрались.
No way. Do I need to repair this? Medium kit. Fuck. still pretty accurate. Like, I could definitely rock this. But this dude got smoked, man. I'll just hang on to this, I guess. How heavy am I? Kinda. Alrighty, well, that's us here. Alright, this guy needs to survey. I might just save though. I've got to have a shower and get ready for work. I've got work in an hour. Just gonna sort myself out. But yeah, goddamn. This seems like a better start. I think I've figured out how I want to do this, but, you know. I think I'm not going to be playing this game forever, you know. Tarkov is wiping soon, I'll be playing that. But yeah. Some things in life, I don't know, I'm just me, man. Fuck yeah.